What's up? What's up? What's up, man? This is your boy, man, Mr. Waleed Kareem, aka Mr. Blessed and Unstoppable. And hey, I wanted to talk to you guys, man, about when failure is not an option. When failure is not an option. You know, sometimes, man, we get to the point in life, man, where, man, you feel as if your back is up against the wall, and you know that your options are very limited. But the funny part about that is failure is not one of your options. That is what we'll be talking about today. Check it out. Please go ahead and like and subscribe to the Free Will Project. I would definitely appreciate it, man, if you guys left comments below. Like the video or dislike the video. Whatever you have, man. If you guys have any topics you want to talk about, let's go with that as well. Check it out, man. I want to talk about when failure is not an option. As a man who has been seasoned in this life, you know, being everything from a thug to a man of God, you know, and everything in between. You have to understand that as you reach new levels, there is never a time where failure is an option. I mean, like, real talk, hands down, you have to understand that you have to push past your fears, you have to push past your doubts, you have to push past your uncertainty, and you must, like, hands down, lower your head and continue to just run forward into your next level. There is no other way to do it. Failure is when you just give up, when you just stop where you're at, and you just when you refuse to just move any further in life. That's failure. I don't care if you're moving an inch a day. Progress is progress. Failure is when you just give up wholeheartedly. And too many times, especially for an individual, man, who knows that they do not have a ton of options, or even a half of a ton of options, you understand, man, that your progress is detrimental to your success. With that being said, this conversation is all about just understanding, man, that failure is not an option. Failure is not an option, man, when you have children in your home who's looking up to you to see you succeed, so that they know that they too can succeed. Failure is not an option, man, when your spouse is believing in your dreams, which means that you have to believe in your dreams double of her belief in order to succeed. Failure is not an option when you know that you do not want to go backwards, but you want to progress forward no matter what. Too many times, man, we sit back and we have the mindset that you are able to do this thing called life, where you can teeter-totter. And one minute, you know, you're set on a destination to live your dreams, and the next minute you can go back to being who you were. Well, I'm telling you from a standpoint of who I am as a father and as a husband, as a son, as a cousin, as a nephew, as an uncle, man, people are watching your every move. And again, I tell you that failure is not an option. Too many other people's lives are dependent on you. They're believing in you. And the fact that they believe in you means that it can be done. The fact that they believe in you means that it's possible. The fact that they believe in you means that you need to believe in yourself even more. That's what that means. Oftentimes, man, we sit back and we think about failure from a standpoint of dabbling, doing something half-heartedly. That is not beneficial to you as an individual, and it's definitely not beneficial to the future of who you are to become. We need to learn how to become an individual who will completely submerge ourselves in our opportunities. With that being said, I'll tell you guys this, man. I am the first person in my family, hands down, to do what I'm doing the way I'm doing it. I'm not comfortable 100% at this point. At this present time, I'm not comfortable to tell my story. Even though I feel I should be, I'm not. It's because at this point in my life, what I'm doing don't even make sense to me. But I do understand that it will definitely bring testimony, a huge testimony from the position of where I come from. Where do I come from? I feel the need to tell you guys, where do I come from, right? I come from being an individual, man, who ran the streets at a very, very early age. Taking care of myself, and at that present time, man, my child's mother, who became my wife. And we were like, 1 and 1, Bonnie and Clyde, man. Yin and yang. We did our thing, I eventually began to feel the evolution of me outgrowing that lifestyle. With that being said, man, I was ready to move on. I was ready to, proceed to the next level. But my now ex-wife was not ready to meet those demands. So when you are going into your next level, a lot of times, man, you have to do what you got to do. You got to move past where you're at, even if that means leaving people behind. With that being said, man, I was able to get into the quote-unquote corporate world and to begin to excel. I mean, like, truly brought, what am I looking for? A lot of accomplishments. A lot of accomplishments came from me entering into that world without even an education, just the desire to want to do better and be better. I wowed quite a few people, man, including myself, and made a very strong name for myself. I went from there and went even further into seeking a particular income, and was blessed to be able to exceed my expectations even in that industry. I will say at one point that it knocked on the door of 6 figures. And when I say knocked on the door, I mean like I had a foot in the door. It was like 98, 99,000. You know what I'm saying? Then understanding that even reaching that point, that I even had a stronger purpose over my life. With that being said, I was blessed enough to move into the next level of my opportunity and my situation. By this time, I was blessed to have a new wife, a new family, so on and so forth. A wife who met and understood my dreams and desires, and who was there to support me along the way. Whom I'm with to this day, man. I love this woman. I love her so much. My heart, my joy, my peace. My peace. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And I truly appreciate her. And when you have somebody, man, who believes in you, I've instilled in my children entrepreneurship. I've instilled in them next level understanding to life. My children do not think like the average child. My children do not operate on the average child's level. With that being said, that puts me in a position to where failure is not an option. I have to do everything that I have to do right now in this particular period. I have to stand and look high over all situations and circumstances, regardless of where I'm at. I have to look above my situations. I have to see myself on a higher level. It does not matter where I'm at. And I'm saying that to say, man, that many of you guys are facing the same situation. You guys are looking at where you're at. Never look at where you're at, because where you're at doesn't matter. See yourself in a different place. See yourself in a higher position. See yourself as you want to be and begin to push towards that. I mean, and I just pray, man, that you guys have the backbone, the structure in your home, the foundation, to where you're able to do that without feeling as if you're in quicksand. Because even with having that glorious woman, those wonderful children who believe in you in every step of the way, you'll still have your battles to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even need any outside distractions outside of yourself pushing you down, telling you what you can't do. But you must tell yourself repeatedly every day the I ams. That I am blessed, I am great, I am health, I am wealth, I am success, I am amazing, I am an entrepreneur, I am a great husband, I am a great teacher, I am financially free, I am a blessing, I am an abundance, not only to myself but to others. You have to put that I am into your vocabulary, because I am is speaking all that you want to be and all that you are into existence. So you have to keep that in mind. Just with that being said, man, when you rely on the fact that failure is not an option, man, you will make a way. And when you make a way mentally within your mind, then the Most High, the universe, whatever you want to call it, will open doors for you to be able to walk through that no man can close, because of your determination, because of your willpower, because of where you see yourself being within, deep within of who you are. It will begin to manifest itself in your reality. So if you see yourself as being a very successful entrepreneur, you have to continue to move in those steps and those footsteps of being a very successful entrepreneur. Bless yourself. Bless your mindset. Bless your actions. Bless your spirit. Think it, dream it, see it, act it, make it happen. These are the things, man, that are bringing people from average to extraordinary. These are the things that are bringing people from average to extraordinary, and is allowing more and more people, man, to live beyond their wildest dreams. So, at the end of the day, man, this conversation was all about failure not being an option. It wasn't at the beginning of this conversation, and it is not now. It is not an option. If you liked this video, man, do me a favor. Give me the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me the thumbs down. If you give me the thumbs down, man, just tell me why. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got any comments, do me a huge favor, man. Put those comments in, like, subscribe, and hit that bell, man. Hit that bell. And I'm looking forward, man, to sharing more information with you guys real soon. All right?